Rob Thompson, Rudy J. R&R in the morning on San Antonio Sports Star, ESPN 1250 and 103.3 FM. R&R gets you ready for tonight's game. The Shootaround.
Welcome back to R&R in the morning here on San Antonio Sports Star. Go watch us live on our YouTube feed, SA Sports Star. Go to Twitter. You can go to our website, sasportstar.com. Watch us live because when you go there, you'll see Carolina Teague sitting comfortably at about, I'd say about 7 o'clock. Welcome aboard, Carolina. How are you today?
Good morning, guys. How are you guys doing today?
Good morning. Good morning.
Game day, Paula.
Good
We get a
morning.
big one today. Memphis comes into town. The Spurs sit in the 10th spot. They are in the play-in after the Lakers gave up the ghost to the Mavericks last night. So here we sit.
Can we take a moment to enjoy that, though?
Yes.
Can we take a moment to enjoy that this is the first time since January 8th that they are this high in the Western Conference standings, and I hope they maintain it throughout the rest of the season.
You know, honestly, Carolina, I didn't even know we'd been this high this year. Even in January,
Really?
I don't recall even being in 10th, but I guess it was a fever dream. But here we sit.
Mhm.
Okay, so Memphis comes to town. We were not going to see Ja Morant, and that's normally great news, but it's not by the record.
Right.
It looks like Jaren Jackson will be out. They are stumbling, and they do hold the lead over the Lakers. And because they're going to play us and LA, they kind of have some say, as to who they're going to want to play. If you're Memphis, do you come in and lay down and allow the Spurs to get a little bit more of a lead, or would you rather play the Lakers?
If you're Memphis, go ahead, Carolina.
I mean, if I was Memphis, I would want them to rest. Actually, I would want them to rest, against today's game and play against the Lakers because there's been news reports that Day-to-Day Davis, Anthony Davis, might come back soon. So I would say rest against the Spurs, play against the Lakers if I were the Grizzlies.
This is the thing. To me, I feel like this Memphis team is full steam ahead. There's a lot of, they've already clinched. They're in the second seed. They're not coming down. I get that. But this youth movement that they have going on, they take pride in playing without John and Jaren. And they're super young, So I don't think they rest against either team. I think they like the rhythm that they're in. And I don't, again, I know science has told us, and science doesn't lie, that, these guys need rest, but go play.
Play them.
Let's go play.
Let's go play tonight. Grizzlies in town. Let's figure out who we are. We need to know ourselves.
Know yourself.
I was running through the six with my walk.
I guess the question of today is Lonnie. How's his tummy?
It's tummy. It's his back.
Oh.
What?
It's
Hey,
back now.
it's his
It's
back.
back. You know what I noticed? At first it was his tummy a while back, and now it's transferred to his
Time
back.
out. Y'all do realize when you speak of a grown man and you call it a tummy, it seems like an insult. It's an insult when you say he had a tummy ache. That's an insult.
Well,
So
that's what we were told, right?
It's an abdominal strain.
Oh, there it
no,
is.
he was sick.
Oh.
Let's just say he was sick.
He had intestinal distress. He had the poops.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go.
Yeah.
And we all did. But he's been upgraded to probable CT. So probable in their world means he's gonna play.
Yeah. So probable in Spurs world means he is going to play. Is that what you just said?
I think so.
I think so,
I think in the sports world.
I hope he plays. I mean, I would like to see what he has to do, especially against a young Grizzlies team. Like you guys said, they're the 2 seed in the Western Conference. I want to see how he plays against them. But even if he sits out or not, I really like what Josh Richardson is doing right now, and especially
Me
coming
too.
off the bench. They played well off the bench. Josh Richardson came off the bench yesterday, scored 15 points. Zach Collins had 13 points. With or without Lonnie, I think that the bench unit has been playing really well.
You speak about Josh Richardson, and we've spent a lot of time talking about Lonnie. Has he played his way into a long-term contract?
You know what?
Has Josh Richardson played his way into a long-term contract?
Every day that goes by, Rob, he gets more and more of the vet I want to keep around.
Right.
Like there's a couple vets I want to keep around. Like each game that goes by he's starting to feel like the one I want to keep. Like there's a few I was like, he can go. But I'm starting to really like Josh Richardson in our uniform.
He's got a base salary this year of 11. You figure you're going to have to pay at the very minimum that plus a little bit to stay around. In your mind, would you pay Josh 15?
Yes.
I think I might.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would. If he's been playing incredible and he's been consistent, he's my favorite thing to come out of the Derek White trade.
Well said. Let's know a little bit about Memphis. Who are we facing tonight?
Know your enemy.
Well, the Grizz are in town. They're a little dinged up. They will not have Ja Morant in their ongoing quest to continue winning. They're going to keep Ja Morant on the sidelines. They don't need highlights. They need W's. What's their record without him?
18-2.
Yeah.
18-2.
Now, do you have them as a title contender, CT? Once Jaren's back healthy and Ja's back healthy, are they a team that threatens Phoenix? They are the 2 seed. They played out of their minds. Are they a threat to Phoenix?
Absolutely, they're a threat to Phoenix, especially if
Did you say that with a straight face?
Yeah,
you said that with a straight face.
Yes, I think that they have a chance to. I think they will keep. Okay, how about this? I think they will keep Phoenix on their toes. I don't think that they'll beat them, but I think that they will keep them on their toes because they have been playing really. They've been playing really, really well, and without Ja Morant, they've been putting up some great numbers, especially Desmond Bane. He's been doing a great job too. He's been putting up pretty much all-star numbers right now without Ja Morant. So I think they're doing a good job without him. He's been averaging 24 points in the last 4 games, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. He's been scoring 53% from the 3-point line. Even without them, he's one of those standout players as well. So they have a silent creeper squad that nobody really, people are starting to realize now, but it's one of those next man up mentalities. So I think they can keep Phoenix on their toes.
I agree, Carolina. Rudy, I look at them. They match up pretty well.
Okay.
You look at athleticism in the backcourt. I think they've got it. They don't have the scoring punch that they get in the backcourt, but you think
they got somebody that can deal with Book?
I don't think they have anybody that can deal with Book, but then again, I don't think Memphis has anybody that can deal with Ja. So you kind of look at those guys canceling each other out, both going and getting 35 when they need to. And then you start looking at the other guys, and I think Jaren Jackson is a good frontline kind of a matchup guy that can swing from Ayton across the board there and defend pretty well because Ayton's he's not soft, but he ain't a back-to-the-basket tough guy. So I think
it's a matchup problem for sure, Rob, because what would happen – Ayton would have to guard someone else because if he guards Jaren Jackson, Jaren's going to pull him way out, and now he's not a rim protector. So that would cause a matchup problem. And I think Bane and Brooks, while they're not going to stop Booker, they can make it tough on him.
Especially Brooks. He's an annoyance. He is a splinter personified. He just kind of annoys you.
Yeah.
I think Phoenix has them when it comes to defense, but I think offense, Grizzlies are pretty much up there, especially, like I said, in the past few games, the Anthony Melton, too. He's been shooting 61% from the 3-point line as well. So he's not necessarily an elite defender, but he is great as far as, offense is concerned. They can keep him on the toes.
We expect to see from Memphis tonight Tyus Jones at point guard, Desmond Bane, we just spoke of, Zaire Williams, their young fella, Jaren Jackson is expected to play, and the big fella, Steven Adams. Good basketball team. This is one of those games where the Spurs are playing as well as they have all season. I want to see them come out and bring this home. I think they're a very comfortable team and confident team right now. Let's move along. Let's get see who's in the injury room.
Inside the training room.
I hurt myself.
As far as the Spurs, Romeo Langford continues to deal with his hamstring. Dougie McDermott will be out for the rest of the season. Lonnie is probable with his lower back. Devontae Kaycock out on assignment. Robert Woodard II, we don't even know who he is. And DJ Stewart out on the tour.
The other day, Primo started.
He did. And every time I see him, he's going to be a fine NBA player. Do we have the time to wait? Because it's not going to be next year either.
As far as starting, being a starter already? Is that what you're trying to ask?
No, I think for
all.
just
No.
valuable minutes, I think we're a long way away. He's going to have to put on 15
yeah.
pounds and become a man.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it's going to take time for him to get some valuable minutes. But I feel like with every Spurs player, that's what they do. So they make sure that I feel like they make sure they're in the system well, they are transitioned fully, and then they put them on the floor for more minutes. So I think that's going to come with time. But I do like to see him start. I do like the way he plays defense. I think he does a great job. So, I mean, that time is inevitable. It'll come sooner than later.
If we're planning on winning, we won't see a lot of him. I'll tell you that. It's just not there yet. I like him. You can see it. But he's one of those kids you see on the JV and go, yeah, he's going to be good. Let's let him grow into the body. Real quickly, we see Memphis favored right now at 5.5. Would you take that line, or you like the Spurs at home?
I take the Spurs money line.
Take them to win.
I'll take them to win tonight.
I like that.
Because organizations take players play to win. There's chum in the water. The door open. The Lakers left the door cracked. And that's when you bombard the door and you run in there. So as good as Memphis is, I think the Spurs win tonight.
Real quickly, in the importance level from 1 to 10, how important is this game to the mentality of this young team and to the mentality of the Spurs? It feels that way.
Yeah,
it's a 10 for me because John Morant scored 52 on them the last time.
That's right.
With the Grizzlies, it's kind of like they kind of beat them down mentally with the last game. They have to come back with this win to feel confident against a team that's the number 2 seed like the Grizzlies right now. So I think if they win tonight, they're going to be at a 10. But that's going to be a hard thing to do, by the way. I think definitely Grizzlies, I feel like the Grizzlies are going to take it. And since people say I'm a jinx, that means the Spurs might win tonight.
Well, you like to gamble. Are you taking the 5.5?
I like to gamble on the over and under.
Oh, okay, that's it.
I see. Yeah, the points is really tricky for me. I think with the over and under, I'm gonna take the. Oh, this is hard. I'm gonna go ahead and take the over.
It's the NBA. No one plays defense. I always go with the over. No, I don't know.
I'm over. Yeah, no, it's true because it's unpredictable. Every time I pick the over, they shoot. They get guarded. They shoot like less than 10 points in one quarter.
Welcome to the world of gambling. Yeah, it's a little unpredictable. On a side note, Grizzlies come in 9-1 in their last 10. They've won 5 straight. They are hot as fire. They're just a little undermanned. The Spurs on the other side, 4 straight road wins. Haven't done that in 14 years. It's a huge game in San Antonio. This is one of those, I do believe that the TNTs and the NBA networks of the world wish they had broadcasting, because this game is the first in a long time that I truly believe the Spurs are playing for something more than just, their mental health. This means something tonight. I want to see them come out and play well. Thanks, Carolina. It's always a pleasure stopping by. She will be our embed reporter. We'll hear from her next home. Appreciate you, Carolina. Have a good day.
Later, CT.
Thanks, guys. I'll be at the game tonight. See y'all later.